Before we do anything, check this out. Today's video is sponsored by Locket, a home insurance startup based in the UK. Stay tuned to find out more. Thanks to ZEMISMART for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their smart Zigbee door lock. This thing is a monster with a proper mortice lock, mechanical key backup, thumbprint scanner, touch-sensitive keypad, M1 card reader, Apple Homekit support, and cute boop noises. When paired up with ZEMISMART's Zigbee bridge, this thing works with Apple HomeKit and Amazon Alexa to give you complete control over the device and the ability to trigger scenes. And this is the third door lock I have tried over the last few years, and I have never been able to get fully excited about any of the previous ones because they weren't Zigbee. Ah, the Zigbee! Oh, the Zigbee indeed, because this one is. And when it's paired to the ZEMISMART bridge, you can connect it to either She That Should Not Be Named or Apple HomeKit, not only for routines, so that you can trigger things like I did at the beginning of this video, but also so that it can be controllable itself as a device. Unlock music room door lock.
What's your voice code for music room lock? Unlocking. Hang on.
Unlock.
The music room lock is unlocked.
Hey Siri.
Open music room lock.
Unlocking music room lock. Unlock.
And as much as Apple Emperor and CEO Tim Cook probably hates the fact that I can control this very cheap door lock using his HomeKit ecosystem, there's tough tits. Tough tits indeed. Still my favourite ever meme.
Lord Vader, destroy Paul Hibbert! Teach him to... Vader, did you just destroy the whole planet? I didn't mean destroy the whole planet! It's a bit much.
Another day, another door lock that I can't install myself because, well, you know. If, like me, you have previously mashed your door to bits in order to get a smart lock in, you'll probably have some holes to fill and some giant holes to put in. Because this is a full-blown mortice lock and therefore is very, very long, I had to get my brother to come and stick a big old hole in my door. Sucked. For him, I just sat and watched. The handle can be installed either way up and can be reversed if your door is on backwards because you live in the upside down. And after seemingly hammering my door with a big knife for a bit, my better looking, taller, less follically challenged brother squeezed the large square metal object into the big holy wooden object, and that was it. Piece of piss. Should have just done it myself. All that said, if you are just swapping like for like, this is probably the easiest install you'll have of any door lock. It's literally just 2 screws, one either side to stick the 2 things together and it's done. I'm just looking through the stats here and there's only 1 subscriber called Rodney. That means there are at least 5 Rodneys watching right now, statistically speaking, that aren't subscribed. Rodney, I'm looking at you. Press the button, Rodney. One of them's a patron. Thanks, Rodney. All the other Rodneys are letting you down. If you aren't a real man, you will of course have read the instructions. I haven't, but if I had, I could probably tell you that they're actually very well laid out. Wouldn't know. I'm a real man. Pressing star followed by hash will ask you for the administrator password, which starts out as 123456. Once you input the password followed by the hash key, the lock will give you voice prompts to guide you through setting up user passwords and thumbprints. Within this same menu system, you just press the corresponding key to put it into pairing mode, and the ZEMISMART Zigbee bridge will find the lock straight away, and it allowed me to start using the software to manage the handle. Easy. The app is really well laid out, and it gives you the ability to add family members, which will then be logged as and when they use the door, and also temporary passcodes for cleaners or other visitors. Once I'd added the Smart Life skill to the Amazon app, I was able to immediately control the lock using the actual app itself, and once I'd set up a PIN code within the app, I was able to control the lock with my voice, so I could disable the lock using a specific PIN that is set up during the setup process for She That Should Not Be Named. Apple Homekit works in exactly the same way. It took me a little bit more effort to set it up. I had to kind of set it up in Smart Life, then disconnect it from Smart Life, and then set it up in Apple, and then reset it up in Smart Life, and then control the app in Smart Life. And then from then on, Apple HomeKit was able to control it. So a little bit of a faff, but once it works, it works. The only caveat here is that you have to have your phone unlocked to be able to use your voice to control the lock within Apple's ecosystem. Open music room door lock.
Unlocking music room door lock. Unlocked.
Open music room door lock.
Our survey said...
You'll need to continue on your personal device.
So you can't use the HomePod Mini, for example, because it immediately tells you to get the app out of your pocket and allow access to it, and it does this every single time. Something to do with security.
The same reason that we tell you every time we don't want to do something. Security. Something to do with security. And now, a word from our sponsor, Locket. Reginald, you like smart home gizmos, don't you? And you'd like your smart home to be protected by even more tech, wouldn't you? And you'd like all that to be free, wouldn't you, you cheapskate, moon-faced, dunder-headed buffoon? Locket are a UK-based home insurance provider who automatically give you a discount on your premium if you're using smart devices to protect your home. Slow down there, Reginald, you over-enthusiastic nincompoop. I haven't finished talking. The Locket Insiders program is a study into the protective benefits of using smart technology, and they're giving away free tech such as the Ring Video Doorbell, Yale Water Leak Sensors, a home extinguisher kit from LifeSafe Technologies, and even a sonic shutoff valve from Hero Labs. All you have to do is switch your home insurance to Locket. Reginald, you can do it now. Reginald, sign up now. Switch your home insurance to Locket now, and they'll give you free Amazon vouchers to cover the cost of any fees from your previous insurance provider, the Bounders. You'll get to keep the free tech that they give you as part of the Insiders program, and it takes just 60 seconds to get a quote. Once signed up, you can start managing your policy and adding smart home devices using the app on that glowing doodad in your pocket. Check out the links in the description now and sign up today! And now, back to our main feature! This is one of those door lock handles that when you press the thumbprint in, it engages the handle, and after a few seconds the handle simply stops working so that it's locked and you can't do anything to open the door. This is great, and if you want to press the little 5 button on the outside panel, it actually keeps it in an unlocked state so that the handle keeps working, which is really handy if you don't intend to have the door locked all of the time. In my previous reviews of the various locks I've done over the years, there were various people in the comments, obviously fans of the lockpicking lawyer, that said, I bet the lockpicking lawyer would get that open in a second with a rare earth magnet. Because as we all know, your average burglar is a member of Ocean's 11 and sits upon a throne of magnets. Magnets.
He isn't just a clueless twat in a van called Dave, going around trying door handles. No, he is a Bond villain. Either way, I bought one of these. It's a rare earth magnet. My rare earth magnet is actually very strong, but I am willing to accept it is not the strongest rare earth magnet on the market, and I'm no expert. So let's ask our resident expert what he thinks. Hello, Mr. Socky. What do you think of rare earth magnets?
I think that anyone that thinks that a burglar is going to spend £60 on a special f***ing magnet instead of kicking your door in is a f***ing idiot!
It's not my opinion, boys and girls. It's the socks. You will need the ZEMISMART Zigbee hub in order for this thing to work. As far as I can tell, it doesn't work with SmartThings or Hibbert or any other Zigbee hub. You need the one from ZEMISMART, that's a fact. If you're a HomeKit fan, then you might like the idea of this thing automatically unlocking as you approach your house. Unfortunately, because this lock automatically locks itself again after about 3 seconds, you're not going to get to it in time. It'll unlock itself automatically when you approach, but by the time you've reached it, it will have locked itself again. It does have this thing called passage mode, which is supposed to keep it unlocked, but unfortunately, as soon as you lock the door again, it disables passage mode, and you're not going to re-enable it all of the time every time you leave the house, because it involves going through the menu system. It's a bit of a shame. This is an indoor lock. It has no waterproofing, and I personally think that's a bit of a missed opportunity. Every manufacturer that sends me a lock is like, it's not waterproof, get it wet, watch it die. That sucks. I don't understand why this is the case. Bear that in mind, it's great for internal use, like for a porch. If you've got like a porch, it'll be fine in there, and it's great for an office door like I've got here too. Not waterproof. And finally, I was hoping to connect this directly to Home Assistant using my CONBEE stick.
Home Assistant!
But my CONBEE stick will find it, but not be able to control it. It doesn't recognize it. Some nerd needs to write a device handler. Home Assistant? Get cracking, nerds. I need it in Home Assistant. Well, I do now. Play around with YAML files. Don't have sex anymore. Last week, right, I made the video the other week and I sat with my mum to watch it, and she's watching it and everything was a sex joke. Literally every 3 seconds, and it's just me and my mum in the room. I'm like, I don't have sex, mummy. Don't have sex. I'm a good boy. I'm married, it's fine. This lock is gorgeous, and it's a full mortice lock. The batteries will apparently last 2 to 5 months depending on how often you use it, and the ability to turn my lights on by unlocking the door is preposterously exciting. I'm hoping the batteries will last me a little bit longer because I rarely leave the house. Mr. Socky gets separation anxiety and burns the place down. I've come to talk with you again. I shall update the description over time to let you know how the batteries get on and if they lived up to expectation. In the meantime, if you'd like to pick up one of those locks, there are links in the description as usual as to where you can pick one up. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here are my patrons from Patreon, and honestly, I can't say it any more than I do every week, but really they do keep me going. Without them, I would have gone back to the day job a very long time ago, and if you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. You can also connect it to Apple HomeKit too. There was too many kits and tits in there. There's never usually too many tits. It's a bit much. I don't think that's the Emperor's voice. I don't know where that's coming from. What do you think of rare earth, Matt? Yeah, right. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Enjoyed it.